Alright, welcome. This is Raise Your Weapon. I am Pato.
This is Highland.
And this is actually the first game from the Google tournament. It's a tournament that, internal tournament Google put on. 6 teams from all over different areas of Google. And we actually have Team Akali versus Team Mundo. This game is, I promise, is supposed to be a really good game, and actually has some friends of ours in the game. Targe Arcade here, aka Nick. He actually, his real name is Targe Arcade. Nick's his nickname, but you know. But let's look at the teams here. Team Akali is rocking Sona, Ashe, Cho'Gath, which Targe Arcade is actually really good at Cho'Gath. He plays him a lot. And then we have Lee Sin in the jungle and Annie as an AP mid. Annie's kind of fallen off a little bit, but I mean, she's still a really strong champion and good hands, can carry a game, crazy burst damage. And we have Team Mundo. Team Mundo is rocking Cassiopeia, Tristana, Malphite, Karthus, Warwick. Now, something interesting about Team Mundo is that their Karthus actually plays bottom. As you can see, they don't really have a straight-up support champion, and normally where you would expect like Malphite to be down there, he's not. They actually send Karthus bottom, so it's kind of this weird Karthus push style.
It's definitely a little unorthodox. The problem with it is there's no real sustain, but I think this is actually one of the newer players, and so he's just kind of learning the ropes. So it'd be interesting, this little trial by fire, because it's going against the standard Euro meta of Ashe and support.
Yeah. I mean, Ashe and support is really strong. Sona, her Q can do a lot of damage. She has heal to still sustain. I mean, she's one of the healing champions that kind of got nerfed in that big, huge, sweeping healing change, but not a lot. Q. Oh, huge crit! Huge crit, and Karthus is already heading back. That is mean. That is very, very mean. That's not what you expect to happen. That is so much damage. And I think Sona actually had her Q, or her passive procced up too. And that's where a lot of that damage came from as well.
Double passive.
That is mean. Cassiopeia playing with Annie here in the middle. Now that matchup's actually kind of interesting because Cassiopeia can actually put a lot of damage onto Annie, but if Annie keeps poking in and out with her stuns, I mean, she can eventually whittle Cassiopeia down to a very threatening level.
Can we take a look at the starting items for the mid?
Yeah.
Mid players?
Looks like Annie went Crystal and Pots, and Cassiopeia went Boots Pots.
So Cassie's actually going to have more health regen, and that mobility to get in and out of Annie's range, and then be able to get in and then poke with their poisons.
Yeah, her poisons do actually have a really long range. Her Fang, not so much, but really it's more of a get the poison on and then get in and then spam your Smart Pass Fang and just watch their life disappear. But and the thing about Annie is that she would actually want boots in this matchup usually. I mean, the Crystal's not a bad choice because you can go into like a really fast Catalyst, which is obviously really good, and go into a really fast Run of Ages. But you kind of want boots.
Oh, we have a gank in mid.
Gank coming mid. Got the stun on to Cassiopeia. Misses the Q. Throwing down more damage. Annie really low. Ooh. Wow, Cassiopeia's going to get first blood and flash away. Great play. Really great play by Rubric right there. Obviously a veteran Cassiopeia player. Cassiopeia is a really hard hero to actually play. I mean, you have to play her a lot. She has a high learning curve. But once you get a hang of her, I mean, she can do a lot of damage. And that was actually really stellar play. So I'm getting a stun and a Lee Sin. Lee Sin really needing to land that Q there, though, to be effective. I mean, if you miss those Qs as Lee Sin, I mean, your gank's kind of shot. And she was able to flash away after all that's said and done.
Looks like up top we've got a little bit of just kind of a stalemate.
A little farm fest. Neither player with huge creep scores. Right now the ADs pushing really hard bottom. I mean, they've basically just been having them all cramped in here. Warwick not a really effective ganker until he's like level 6, but I mean, these guys have been pushed up. I would not be surprised if he came down here at some point pretty soon.
It looks like, based on, because we are doing a LoL replay, we don't know who the fans are, but if I had to guess, I'm going to go ahead and say Udyr, Morgana, Graves, and Kassadin. The Kassadin, maybe not so much. Kassadin's kind of more a newer popular AP mid, but Graves has been, Graves recently came out and has been really strong. And Udyr is another safe, fun jungler that's not too hard to play. It can be really good.
Yeah, really tanky, can put out a lot of damage. Right now, we have Ashe sitting at 35 creep stats, and Tristana only at 11. So they are just getting really zoned hard, and this turret's stealing a lot of hits.
Here comes Warwick.
Warwick's actually coming down, and Sona is left a little bit alone. Gonna get a little bit of slow onto him. Throws a Q, but not enough.
It's definitely what they wanted to do.
They need to be quicker reaction. I mean, you needed Karthus to go in there and wall, and then Tristana to jump in there. I mean, Ashe had the right idea. She was already backing.
Sona probably should have had a ward down on the river because they were playing pretty aggressively. And
well, overall, there should just be more wards right now. I mean, Sona, she still has both of her wards, actually. I mean, as you see, they have the hawk shot right there to check. But, she's going to place a ward now. But wards should be down a lot quicker. I mean, top should have a ward. Maybe not top right now, but I mean, you would like to see a lot more wards early on in the game to protect yourself. I mean, we are 6 minutes in.
One thing I just noticed was this Summoner does not have an escape mechanism. Other than her E for a movement speed increase, she doesn't have a flash, she doesn't have ghost. It's going to make it interesting, to try and set up a flash ulti.
Because she can't flash ulti.
Exactly. And,
I mean, she can teleport.
Or if she gets picked off, if she gets, any sort of CC, she's going to go down really quick. So, I'm curious to see how this plays. The teleport...
I mean, really, on a support, you shouldn't have teleport, because the thing about a teleport is it's like, you want to be mobile on the map, you want to defend, maybe a push or something like that, and you really don't want to send your support to go do that. I mean, and you don't want to send your support to go farm, and it's not like calling in your support on a dragon while they're really far away is going to be like the most end-all, like be-all, as I say, Cho'Gath had a teleport is coming in to help dragon. So, I mean, really, if for future cases, if you have flash, or ability to flash, I mean, I don't know what level Hansel is. I assume most people in this tournament are actually level 30. I know there are a few, like this Karthus, that are really close. They're like level 29 or something. But you should really be playing flash. I mean, especially with Sona, especially a character that can initiate. Because with flash, you can initiate. You can actually flash in, do your ult, and not just use the ult kind of defensively or in a team fight when everybody forgets that you're there and you can ult people.
Yep. It looks like both the top solos went on a little shopping run. Warwick covering the top lane, Lee Sin still, clearing out his own jungle. I wouldn't be surprised to see, Yank and mid here soon. Annie's probably gonna has hit 6. She's probably just waiting, for a little T-bomb action.
I've noticed here though is that Annie has blue and Cassiopeia doesn't. I mean, if you're a Cassiopeia player, you want blue from your teammate. You want to be fed blue, because with blue, Cassiopeia, like her threat ability and your ability to do dragon and all these other things go like way up. Yeah. It's really hard to manage your mana.
I mean, I'm a big proponent of getting blue early on Cassie and doing like a 6-minute battle. Especially just because her quick fang does so much damage.
Yeah, you just get someone to stand there and tank it for like the 2 seconds if Dragon stays alive, and you spam that E.
Uh-oh.
Whew.
Got an Ignite going out on Lee Sin.
I mean,
away with 70 hit points.
This Cassiopeia character is really, really good. Dangerously close to dying there. I mean, oh man, if she had Tibbers, that would have been over actually, but did not. Let's look at the top farm. Cho'Gath went back. He got Boots, 31 farm. Malphite 36, and he got Boots and finished off a Philosopher's Stone. A lot better items at this point in the game, because Philosopher's Stones are more gold, especially with this farm. Both players really need to get more last hits for being in a top lane at this point. I mean, this is. Honestly, it is low. I mean, and these are. So I actually played this matchup in another game where I was Cho'Gath and J-Bok was Malphite. And I mean, basically, what happens is you both have to realize it's like, okay, we're not really going to kill each other. Let's not really focus on trying to kill each other. Let's I mean, fake it, feign it, keep them honest, but I mean, really what you should be trying to focus on is kill as many creeps as you can, because the difference between you two is going to be
who has the most creeps at the end of the day.
Yeah. I mean, it's not gonna be about I killed you once top, or like I got you pretty low. It's gonna be who had the most creep kills.
Also, I mean, neither one of these players bought a ward. Well, actually, we don't know that that's not true. Malphite has two wards. Oh, looks like they're calling it. They're doing some pinging action. We could see a gank with an arrow. Oh yeah.
Sona sneaking the bush. Tristan's gonna hop out. Karth is caught out in the open, gets slowed. Good, gets vision of the arrow. There's the arrow, and Karth is definitely gonna go down here. Poor Karth is getting caught out of position. Great teamwork by the Ashe and Sona.
These guys should probably clean this lane and go for Dragon.
Team Akali is actually looking really strong in the early game. Warwick gonna jump onto Cho'Gath, gonna try to get a kill at the tower, and he does. Really great move by Gans. Actually, Gans is a really good jungle. He actually played Warwick in our games, and I know that definitely after at least our first game, we were like, hey, who's one of the better players on this team? And we were definitely like, hey, this jungle, Warwick actually had a really solid game, was playing pretty solid.
I think Cho'Gath does have teleport. What the other team has noticed is that because Warwick went to gank top, they're not going to be able to smite steal, they're not going to be able to stop these guys.
Oh, great move by Cassiopeia. Bear coming down onto the Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia flashes away, barely escapes, and flashing after. Oh, runs the wrong direction. Q, oh, she is so low.
Oh.
That was so close. Another fight going on down here. Tristan's going to kill Sona. Ashe by herself. They're going to definitely pick up this Karthus, though.
Oh.
I thought it was for sure.
Getting maybe yeah, there we go. Cassiopeia probably should not come back down.
Yeah, she doesn't want any part of this. I mean, if Ashe has any way to get in slower, she's dead. Although these bushes are really dangerous, you can't go and face check them. Cassiopeia knows better, she's going to run away. Cho'Gath was heading top. He's got his boots 3 speed and armor, so he's going pretty tanky, but has that speed now to run people down. Really needs, he has 2 feast stacks, so start building those back up. Cassiopeia, I mean, this is really stellar play by Rubik. Rubik is very solid. I mean, I think Cassiopeia versus Annie is in Cassiopeia's favor, but I mean, still, like, to be a good Cassiopeia player, I mean, he's definitely spent some time. He's definitely showing that he is a master of Cassiopeia. Maybe not a master, but I mean, he knows what's up.
Yeah, he stopped Dragon. It actually worked out really well because while they prevented a Dragon kill, and they also picked, I think they had maybe a 2-for-3 trade there, which wasn't in their favor, but they also got top turret, and that's you can't ask for anything better than that.
Yeah, I mean, because normally 2 top is like, okay, we're gonna give up Dragon, we have more people, but in this case it was like, we're gonna get top turret, and Cassiopeia went down, and we were able to skirm around and stop them from doing Dragon and pick up kills. So I think they were ahead on kills there. I mean, especially after the Annie kill, I think it was at least, I think it was like 3-1 or 2-1 kills, bottom. Maybe?
Well, I know Tristana picked up a kill. Karthus died for sure because Karthus died.
Yeah, Cassiopeia picked up 2 in the end, but after she picked up Annie after the fight. So
Warwick's ult should be back
Warwick
up.
might run into a little bit of trouble here.
He's gonna go in.
Didn't actually do a lot of damage, but they have 4 people coming down. Sona's in the wrong position.
When you want that flash.
Yeah, if you had the flash, I mean, even then though, it'd still be pretty tough to get away. But I mean, you could flash up here and try to keep running away. But yeah, it still would be better than, oh crap, I'm still in this bush and I'm surrounded by 4 people.
It looks like Team Mundo.
I'm actually surprised she came out because I don't know if they saw her in there ever.
Uh-oh, Ashe arrow on.
Good Ashe arrow. At least can he hit the Q now that they're slowed? And still, Karthus left for dead. Apparently, Team Mundo, they appreciate their Karthus, but they don't necessarily want to help him stay alive all the time.
Cassie picked up a blue. She's going to be really dangerous right now.
Very dangerous, and Annie's bear is down. This is actually really, they should get out of here.
Mundo's going to ult. Oh, he catches both.
Wow, great ult by Malphite. Great ult by J-Fox right there. And ooh, some tricknology. Tricknology by Lee Sin. A good flash.
Cho'Gath.
Target Hit's gonna come in, but he doesn't have any mana, so he's not gonna really be able to stop this. Lee Sin's like, let me live, let me get away. Needs to be careful. Cassie with blue can actually tear down a Cho'Gath pretty fast, especially with back up.
Yeah, Cho'Gath is just gonna want to sit here and maybe clear these creep waves. All their ults are down. Cassie's might come out here soon, so I mean, as long as he uses that Q to silence the waves.
But the thing is, he doesn't have any mana, so he really can't do it at this point. I mean, if he had mana, a pop-up beat on Cassiopeia, he could possibly pick it up, but...
His ult actually might work too. He's looking to feast.
Yeah. Yeah, and he has Flash, Ghost. I mean, like we were talking about earlier, you probably want teleport on your top solos, like always. But I mean, Flash Ghost isn't bad. I mean, you can chase people down, do a lot of escape. I know I mean, with Cho'Gath, he's not really an escape character, so more or less you're gonna like flash at to eat people.
We've got a gank coming down on bot.
Ooh, but they know what is up. They have that ward at Dragon. Still, no one has actually gotten Dragon yet.
Yeah, it's
been attempted many times.
At Dragon.
It's attempted many times.
There we go. Twin Fang Cassie with the blue. This Dragon should go down pretty quick.
Depends on how fast they can respond here. Dragon a little bit below half health now. They see the Q. Cassie's actually going to be in a lot of trouble here. There's the arrow. Bear goes down. Unfortunately, on Malphite, not on a lot of people. Cassiopeia is still going to escape out of this. Get out of here. Tristana goes down. Cassiopeia just better keep her blue. You don't want to lose that blue buff as long as you have it, although this probably is pretty low. Karthus saying, hey, you left me all the time. I'm going to run for my life as well. Warwick top.
These guys are going to press on this bot lane turret. Their two are really low. I would be worried about getting dived here, especially with Cho'Gath and any Timbers. Warwick should recognize that there's 4 bot and should, well, probably doesn't know about Lee Sin, but he should be pushing. You've got a nice
they got teleport coming in. Help out purple team. Tristana comes down, but the jig is up. Karthus is definitely going to get picked up here. Great stun by Annie. Cassiopeia really good at keeping her range there and staying alive. I mean, she is really low health, but she's still throwing out spells but staying at a safe enough range that she's not getting picked up. Cho'Gath still needs mana. He's really low on mana. That's actually kind of why I like you a great Glacial Shroud early. Did you get that tankiness, but you also get a bunch of mana from it, and then eventually it leads into cooldown, and you have you can go for Frozen Heart or something that can help against the Tristana and DPS characters.
So we know
Annie out of position gets caught. Double ult. She's gonna go down. Or is she not? Ooh, no one's putting extra damage on her. Warwick does pick it up. Sona throws the ult to slow down half of the team, but it's not going to help. Looks like blue team is actually in full retreat now. Warwick's going to hunt down this Lee Sin. There's no escape for him. Karthus putting up an ult. Sona needs to get out. Cho'Gath.
Not the way you wanted to go.
Cho'Gath, I don't know if he's going to be able to protect her. That ground pound misses. It's going to be really, really close. Oh, Q. Warwick picks up the Q. Picks up Sona. Cho'Gath alone in his turret, fat and healthy. Ashe farming top.
You know, this is. I mean, they did overextend quite a bit, and they did get behind in kills here, and they lost. But they're not going to lose Dragon here because Dragon's already dead, and Ashe is just still farming. Which is what you want your carry to be doing most of the game.
Yeah.
So they could have gone worse, but they didn't lose bot lane turret. And Ashe is getting fed in a sense. She's feeding on creeps.
Yeah, Ashe right now is at 117 and Tristana's only at 47. That is huge. Huge. That's over double your AD carry. I mean
she's also got 2 kills.
She has a BS sword.
Assists.
Tristana's not even touching that. Not even close.
I think she's actually taking blue right here. Is Ashe taking blue?
Ashe really needs that blue. I don't think so, but those you can lower those ults and throw out more ults. But at this point, hey, I'd say give it to whoever you want. I mean, Annie doesn't really need it, so.
But without Cho'Gath, if Cho'Gath's not around to initiate, she's probably gonna get 2 or 3 arrows instead of the 2 cooldowns.
Yeah.
On the stand, it's not terrible. Not great.
I
would probably want that on.
This is actually a pretty tricky engagement. Malphite goes for the ult, picks up Ashe. That was huge. Ashe flashes out, really great. Cho'Gath comes in, gonna feast on Karthus. Cassiopeia again, barely staying alive, juking and jiving, keeping that good distance. They have the slow. Oh, they want her so bad. Great flash by Cassiopeia.
Engage, that flashes up.
I know right now that I have a little bit of a man crush on their Cassiopeia, because right now it seems to me clearly that
So it's
probably one of the better players in this game, and definitely what's keeping Team Mundo in this game, for sure.
Mundo team is now up 6 kills. And the turret.
The turret, but it looks like they could. I mean, if they want to press this middle turret, they can get it. Stan is back a little bit far.
I wouldn't want to be too stunned. The arrow could have came up.
Yeah.
And she could have died.
Oh yeah, easy. The Shogun's gonna come here and support this, and they're definitely gonna take this mid turret. I say definitely, but that might not be true. But it should be true. Yeah, and there's the mid turret.
And the arrow's up. Are we gonna see an arrow?
I want to see the arrow. I wanted it as soon as it was up onto someone. I mean, because right now this team, it's if they do pick someone off, I mean, preferably I want them to pick up Cassiopeia or something of that nature. And if they can do that, they can kill her pretty much instantly. You have so many stuns, and with the mobilizations, you have Cho'Gaths pop up and all sorts of stuff that makes it really easy to hit. She should die pretty much instantly if you wanted.
Let's take a look at the. We're getting to the mid game. This is mid game item builds. Cho'Gath has gone for an Aegis. Pretty good for all around for a team. Annie going to a Rod of Ages. I think Annie should be played more as a pure AP carry, but you know, Rod of Ages is still good for any AP caster.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I don't know if I like the cooldown reduction boots. I think you could probably go for more Magic Pen, Sork boots, or I mean, if you're really worried about some sort of CC Mark Treads.
And just looking at the strength of Rubric right now, you can see he's actually finished his Rabadon's Death Cap already. So where Annie just picked up her Rod of Ages, you have Rabadon's Death Cap and the Sork boots. She's going to deal a lot of damage to anybody she focuses. So if they don't focus, I mean, that is the key right now. Team Akali actually has to focus her in team fights. If they can do that, then they have a chance. If they don't, they let her put out her DPS, especially with that blue. I mean, they're gonna melt so fast.
Yeah, they're gonna want that Ash Arrow to initiate on an out of place Cassie. Which, you know, when you say out of place Cassie, as long as Cassie's playing smart, you're not gonna.
I mean,
there you go. that would have been a good.
Well, I mean, because if you do get that Ash Arrow and then you have Annie come in and do her stun combo, I mean, it should be over for Cassiopeia because she doesn't have a lot of health. It looks like she's actually is going for a Catalyst here. She has the Ruby Crystal and Blue Crystal, but she is just ahead in so many ways. 102 to 49, so it's like the reverse of the AD carries is the AP carry advantage. And there it is. There's the arrow and bear on the Cassiopeia, and she gets caught out by herself. And they're gonna pick up a double kill, actually. Team Mundo caught sleeping.
That was huge for them. Not only did they get the blue transfer, they got the godlike bonus.
Yeah.
Kill streak bonus. They're gonna get dragon here, and their carry.
They should get dragon here.
This is huge. They could absolutely turn this game around right here.
Good scouting with the Tibbers, although they do have the ward there, which is why they see it, but. Still good control of Tibbers, keeping Warwick off.
Alright, Lucian's gonna get in there, he's gonna tank this dragon. Meanwhile, Annie's gonna sit back and
getting ready. Pick off Warwick.
Warwick's
they have the stun onto him. He does have some standing, they do burn his flash, and they're gonna get this dragon, so I mean, fighting back into this game right now. And they pick up that, and I think the game's heading more towards even now. I mean, what was a Team Mundo advantage is now becoming an even game for Team Akali.
And that Ashe can probably get close to finishing that IE. She's going to go farm bot, and
good flash, still aggressive play. Didn't have anything else to follow it up with, but still, good move.
Top lane, they've got... top. They've been pushing. I'm surprised they didn't get that.
Looks like some miscommunication here. It's, I mean, one is going in and then the other one's going in. If they ever combine.
Oh, work ult on Annie.
Good work ult, but I don't know if they're gonna have to follow up damage to finish off Annie.
Releasing shield's gonna save Annie.
Oh wow, 183 hit points.
Well, that catalyst kind of paid off.
It did. It did, and actually, Rod of Ages. The good part about Rod of Ages is you still have the catalyst effect now. They changed it. Where it used to you lose the catalyst effect, now you have the catalyst effect still even after you finish running.
Oh, looks like they got that top turret.
They got the top turret, and it looks like
oh, this teleport's
this teleport is not good. Ash Arrow comes in, and that Ash Arrow actually saves. Oh, may save. So it does save some. But otherwise, it'd be in a lot of trouble. Ash gonna have to run for her life.
So
Sick DPS by Cassiopeia. Cho'Gath backing off top.
I'm gonna say Sona had to have used her ult when they were top lane with pushing with Cho'Gath. If her ult had been up, they actually could have killed Cassie there.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, there is a lot of stuns.
Regardless, all not gonna do anything. Random.
I mean, team fight purposes right now. I mean, if you look at the double AOE stun just between the dance of Sona and the Tibbers of Annie, and then you even have the arrow. I mean, if you pick someone off again, if you hit someone with that Ash arrow, you can kill them. It doesn't matter who it is.
We have sight here. Ash is going to go for blue again. This is interesting.
There's a lot of pinging on the Annie.
Definitely pinging Annie to get back. She's out of place.
Ash getting blue again.
Did Ash complete Infinity Edge, or is she going for Bloodthirster?
She should have completed Infinity Edge. Yeah, she has. It looks like she's going to go for a Phantom Dancer.
Okay.
Standard AE killer build. It looks like Cho'Gath's going very tanky. He's going to go for a... what is the one? Abyssal Scepter, yeah. Which is not a bad choice.
I mean, the health from his passive with the Feast stacks is good. I like to see Cho'Gath build. You know, probably a run of Ages if they're going to go more AP tank. I mean, this is still a pretty good build.
I mean, it's still a good build, and I mean, Aegis is never bad on a team. It's a team item. I like more mana items and AP items on Cho'Gath. But I mean, Legion's not bad. Yeah. Warwick's gonna ult in. He's under a turret. They're gonna pick up Sona, but I don't know if that's the right target here. Warwick's definitely going down. Malphite's gonna go down. Infinite slow, and Cassiopeia, amazing flash and shot by Ashe. Really great play by Ashe, and that advantage, that Infinity Edge, when you're really seeing it now. As long as they protect her, and with all those stuns and peels they have on that team, I mean, I don't know if they're going to really be able to teamfight, because the problem with Cassiopeia is that even though she's super farmed, Tristana does pick up bottom, but they're going to lose mid, and maybe another mid turret.
Could possibly lose mid.
But the problem with Cassiopeia is she's really strong early, but she falls off the later you get in the game. And besides her ult, she doesn't really have any stun mechanics, so if you get onto her, I mean, she doesn't have a lot to tear you off. She just put out DPS, but she doesn't have a lot to tear you off of her, so it's up to her teammates to do that. And a lot of the team fights, what's happening is Malphite's going and initiating with his ult, but then after that, he doesn't really have anything to peel you off of Cassiopeia. They have so many team stuns.
I don't know if I approve of Ashe going to take their blue. I think if Ashe had continued to push mid, they could have possibly taken that turret. Yeah. They probably made a judgment call that said, hey, they're going to respawn soon, we'll just back up, get some farm.
Another thing, this is not... you don't want your support farming this lane. I mean, maybe she needs... I'm sure she is behind on levels at this point in the game. No, not entirely. But I mean, you should give this to your AP carry, who actually really needs it at this point in the game, because she's behind.
And her Sona is an interesting build. She has Chalice, she has a Feeler Stone, and she has Merc Treads, and she could... Not sure what she's building here. It looks like she could be building into an Aegis.
Yeah,
Which they already have one on the team. Uh-oh. We have something going on in
Malphite stealing red, actually, from Lee Sin. That's what just happened.
How does that happen? I wonder if Lee Sin just...
He just was asleep on the job. Cho'Gath doing, you have a lot of health, but you have no backup, and you have none of your DPS characters. I mean, right now they really need Ashe. More so than Annie, but they really need Ashe there in their team fights, because Ashe is going to tear everybody on the other team apart.
If I'm the support on this team, I'm going to pick up a pink, or I'm going to pick up an Oracle, and I'm going to be counter-warding.
There just needs to be a lot more wards in general. I mean, look at the map now. I mean, she just placed a ward at Baron, but besides that, there's really not much. Ashe playing a really good distance game right now.
We're actually within 2 kills. This game is really close. I think it's still more in favor of Akali.
Yeah, it's definitely... Oh! Fail Tibbers! That always is so painful. Good Ashe arrow, but I don't know. This is actually bad for Team Mundo. I mean, they're gonna... Oh, no, it's not. They picked up Ashe, so this is gonna be great for Team Mundo. I take that back. I thought Ashe was back farther. Team Mundo's gonna clean this up. They're probably gonna ace Team Akali right here. They're definitely gonna ace Team Akali. Big mistake, Ashe. I thought Ashe was back, and so I thought when they engaged there, Ashe was gonna start laying in the damage, but the AoE damage of Karthus just sitting there in the middle of all your team, and then Cassiopeia throwing down stuff, and they were stun locked with the Malphite.
They kind of got baited into that really tight concave, and with Tibbers being down, so wasted Tibbers and Arrow was down. Really, when they should have had a really strong team fight set up, it backfired because they blew their ults, and then they ate a Cassie ult. They ultimated Cassie ult. They're sitting in Karthus.
Yeah.
You know,
And Malphite. Yeah.
And then the Malphite ult is popping up.
And Team Mundo's going to pick up Baron. Yeah. I mean, that's huge right now. I mean, what was a game that was kind of looking in Team Akali's favor is now swung all the way back to Team Mundo's favor. Team Mundo looking pretty good right now.
At this point, they're probably going to go pick up Dragon. I don't know if you want to, fight them while they have Mundo buff. I would definitely want to say you want a turtle here. You want to pick up some wards. You want to get entrances to your jungle so they don't
Ashe out by yourself. This is not good. You don't want your Ashe out here.
Oh no.
Thinking about stealing Dragon. Did he steal Dragon? I don't know if he did, but it was a nice little attempt.
Oh no.
But he's definitely going to be picked off. Good Warwick ult.
Probably should have just shielded back. Across.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, right now, like you said, you need to turtle. You can't actually be pushed out there because they have Baron buff and they are ahead of you. I mean, all intents and purposes, they are ahead.
Scary ward.
That is a very scary ward. If they were all right there, they easily jump onto her, especially with the pop-ups and the stuns and stuff they have on that team. So Warwick ult is down. So they're going to have to wait for Ashe to get her blue and get back into this team fight. So meanwhile, Mundo is going to push.
So they are pushing mid, but I think what they're going to do here is they're going to back off. Top lane's pushing. There's a lot of farm there. They want to get all their lanes pushing before they try to push down a single turret. There's Tristana. She's going to pick up a lot of farm top. She's going to catch up in farm, which she really needs to do. Cassie's, they're just going to clean up here. They're going to clear their jungles, they're going to get their lanes pushing, and then once they get the enemy team out of position, they're probably going to 5v4. That's what you want to do. I wouldn't necessarily split push here, because I don't think they have anybody in the team that's really good at split pushing.
No, they don't have the teleport.
Especially because you could get picked off by a stun. Yeah, exactly. I say you just get all your lanes pushing, and then roll down mid, or roll down top. I like to send, or even have one person pushing, and then hide the rest of your team, in a jungle path. I
mean, the funny thing is here is the Team Akali is actually the one out on the map, like, patrolling the map. Like, that's not what you would normally expect from a team that does not have the Baron buff and does not have the advantage. Annie's sitting here maybe thinking that she can pick some people up, but this is actually bad for her.
This is really...
Because Malphite with the Banshee's Veil is not going to care about her stun.
Oh, Cassie. I think Cassie spotted Annie. Cassie's going in on Annie. They're calling for Annie to get back. She turns around Tibbers.
Has to use that defensive Tibbers.
Malphite
misses ult! Definitely wants that kill. He's being super aggressive now.
It's slow him down. This is bad. Ashe is out of position, but she finally kind of gets to the fight. If anything...
I mean, they really need to be together. They really need to turtle, and they just haven't been doing it. They get caught out on the map. I mean, there's no other way that was pretty much going to go down. Unless you really caught him with all your ults. But instead, it was
and Ashe just wasn't there.
Yeah,
for the fight.
they need Ashe there. Ashe is all their DPS at this point because Annie is behind, and everybody else on that team they can do damage, but it's not really burst damage. Lee Sin going in, very ill-advised, and he's going to get picked up. Yeah, he's going to get out of a card assault. Ashe, see, there's that Ashe DPS. You ignore it.
Wow, Cassiopeia all hits 3 people.
Ashe is, Warwick's definitely going down here. Little too greedy there. Ashe can actually pick up Tristana now, maybe. Tristana flashes out immediately. Wow! Actually, Cassiopeia, I think Cassiopeia poisoned Cho'Gath, and then when she went in the range of the turret shot her and killed her. I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. That is embarrassing and unfortunate.
Not exactly what you want to do with Baron. Interesting. Teleporting in.
There's that Sona teleport! Right now is when you need it! Right now! Okay, you didn't really need it right now, but, I mean, it's kind of cool. I don't know. Alright. I'm sorry, but get Flash. Get Flash, just get Flash.
Let's see when are they going to respawn here.
Look, they're pushing really hard, but they don't have an AD to push it, so I don't know how much damage they are going to put on this. Yeah.
If they were going to team push
What was that ult? No! Annie!
All sorts of ults going off and not really hitting anybody.
It's like, have you seen my ult?
It's a whip fest.
Yeah, exactly.
What I would do is I would send my team to protect Ash at this point.
Yeah.
Let Lee Sin split push. The creeps are all the way back. I would send my team and try to bait the team for coming for Ash. Otherwise, if they're just gonna push up the gut, which could be happening.
I mean, at this point, Ash has her first Phantom Dancer. Still way ahead of Tristana. I mean, she is the most effective late game character at this point in the game. Team Akali needs to play like Operation President. They are the CIA, and Ash is the president. And you need to protect her because she's going to win the game for you to keep her alive.
Yeah, Sona wants to just save that all for if they try to initiate on Ash. That's all she needs to do. She doesn't need to initiate. You know, before we're saying, "Hey, oh, Ash, what are you doing?"
Ash needs to. I mean, if she gets picked up by Warwick and dies, it's over. I mean, Team Mundo wins. So that's their game right now. Is they just need to pick up Ash.
Honestly, if I'm Ash, I'm considering a Quicksilver Sash. I
don't want to get Quicksilver Sash.
I don't want to get ulted by Cassie.
Yeah.
I don't want to get ulted by Malphite.
Which actually, you know what? That might be what she's going for because she does actually have a Megatron Club.
Yeah.
So I mean, she might be on the ball with that one, going for the Quicksilver Sash. I would not be surprised.
Farm is looking really good. And that's the one problem with Ash as an AD
255 CS. That's. I mean, you can combine any other team, any other combination over here, and you can combine Cassiopeia and Warwick, and you're barely beating her in CS. So she has as much CS as 2 people on your team.
What they need to be prepared for is Baron respawn. This is where, as a team, you want to get an Oracle, you want to counter ward, you want to get some wards on Baron, and you want to roam as a team. Your team, you're only down 5 kills. The enemy's Baron has worn off. You want to get back in this game. You want to create a situation where you have an advantage. And
Cassiopeia poking her head out. This is actually really dangerous for Annie.
This is a little sketchy.
And they don't have Ash. I mean, if I was Team Mundo right now, I'd be trying to collapse on this and pick a fight because, I mean, you're going to win.
Well, Warwick's out of position.
Warwick is out of position, but you're... Oh! Great burst on the Cassiopeia.
Oh, that would be a sick Ash arrow.
I mean, as you saw right there...
Oh! So there's an opportunity!
Cassiopeia gets caught. Good ult, flashes away.
Oh, man. Oh, Lee Sin, don't go in.
Lee Sin actually gets saved a little bit. Oh! Ash does pick up the kill. That had to have been an Ash arrow. That was amazing. That was amazing. It was in the Cassiopeia putting up the salty face. Did not like that.
Must have got sniped.
Get red? Oh, looks like Ash read that all the way is what she's saying. She needs to be out pushing this turret. Ash, come on! You're like the key to winning this game, but she keeps like going and farming blue or lanes.
Alright. I don't get salty much with my... Alright, that's not true. I get salty all the time with my team. And if I see an opportunity to win the game, and my carry's just off in random lane farming, little upset.
Yeah.
They're gonna go for Dragon. They should go for Baron.
Super easy. Yeah.
Except
this is actually really bad for the other team.
Where are you going, Sona?
They don't have Cassiopeia.
Oh, Karthus gonna go down.
Ash chunking Karthus. They need to be engaging on this. I don't know why they're hesitant about this.
Yeah, Sona
Team Akali should have just been all over them, giving them happy bear hugs, holding them tight.
Oh, that's
Warwick's gonna die for his effort there, though.
No, he might be able to flash over the.
He might be able to flash over this wall, but he's gonna be slow.
Oh, lead the Q.
Oh, good move by Warwick.
Nice. Eat him.
There's the arrow.
Eat him. Where's the beast? Oh, nice.
Ash picks up, but Ash is
Sonic, use ult.
Ash does die, and it's a little bit too extended in the fight. I mean, you needed to engage way back here and win it there, and not. They just overextended way too far. Got a little too excited there, I think.
And the other team throws Baron it up.
Yeah.
If I'm them and I ace them, if I don't think I can win right here, which they might have a shot to win right here, I'm running for Baron.
Oh yeah.
I'm blue pilling, I'm hitting Baron, and I am ready to say GG.
Yeah, most of the team down for 30 seconds for Team Akali right now.
Cassie has 12 kills. That's a lot of gold. She does not have that many creep stats.
Ash converted her Megatron Coke into a Banshee's Veil, and she has a Bloodthirster.
Real.
I mean, Ash is the real deal. I mean, even all these these kills and these items like Cassiopeia, she's still not going to be as effective as an Ash if you can just keep Ash alive.
I don't think they're going to be able to deal with this second Baron buff.
Yeah, I don't... it's going to be really interesting to see what exactly happens there.
This Lee Sin build is... I don't mind Triforce Lee Sin, but he's still sitting at first level boots. What's going... And is his farm really... I'm a Lee Sin character. I play Lee Sin in the jungle.
Just died a lot. He has 118 creeps. That isn't bad compared to other people, but it's low still.
Yeah, I think Lee Sin, you could have gone for more of a, instead of Triforce, maybe go to more of an Ice Mallet. Atma. That's a pretty good build.
That is a really good build.
I guess this team, Cassie's doing a lot of their AP damage. Tristana wasn't that much of a threat.
I mean, Tristana doesn't have the same farm. But I mean, again, Team Akali still has the advantage. They still have the best late game character on their team right now. She definitely needs maybe some more health and defense somewhere in there for a next item.
Lee Sin needs boots level 2.
Yeah, Lee Sin, yeah. I guess you could, once you're in the fight, but yeah, you definitely need something. Yeah, you definitely need boots.
Sometimes I start with it really depends if I'm going for a level 2 gank.
For Lee Sin it does make sense because you have Q, but you really kind of want to be able to run up to the other characters, especially early game, and use your W to cripple them and slow them down for ganks. Is it E? Oh, sorry, E. Sorry, I am not a Lee Sin player. I just admire him and miss my Qs.
Right.
So that's what I do.
I do that too. Again, we're starting to see some wards go down. I would like to see more wards go down. Especially, they know Baron's down.
So just to give an example, when we actually go for Baron, we usually have one person with the Oracle, and then we actually ward here at this break. We ward right here at this bush. I ward here even at their red, and sometimes I'll even throw a ward up here for good measure. That way you can see everywhere around this jungle and get Baron. And that's the level of warding you kind of need right now. A ward on Dragon actually at this point in the game isn't as big of a deal because Dragon's not as big of a deal. A ward here, not exactly. Not a lot of people are going to be coming mid, so this isn't necessarily the best place for a ward. Your own jungle, this ward is really good if you're on a defensive position. And then other wards a ward over here in your blue to catch that is really good. Wards at Baron are really strong.
I think we saw Ward with an Oracle earlier. Does he have another? No, he doesn't.
He does not.
I like that idea. Actually, in looking at Ward's build, I like that Ward build.
I actually do too. It's tanky, but you still have damage in there.
From Wit's End. And Red, it does quite a bit of, for lack of better words, damage.
Yeah.
With his ult. The purple team's kind of split up here.
And they're kind of squandering their Baron, actually. They haven't really done a lot with it. They have it, but they haven't really pushed down turrets. So, they're just kind of chilling with it, which is not necessarily what you want to do with a Baron buff.
War split pushing, I'm not too upset with that. I don't think he can show that to do anything like that. And they should just be poking mid that game. Tristana has her range for her passive. Malphite should be able to take some turret hits. Or not turret hits, but at least, standing in the front lines, take some hits. He's got a Banshee's Veil. They have... They should be able to poke down this turret.
They should. Team Akali is actually doing a really good job of counter-poking, but the problem is Team Mundo does have Baron buffs, so they're able to kind of sustain. Malphite misses his ult and under a turret. Malphite is a tricky hero in that he can be really, really effective, but I think a lot of times if you're the only one looking for that, Lee Sin, wrong kick, arrow whiffs through the middle, Warwick's getting focused, Tristana's gonna jump in, lots of damage, lots of AoE damage, Warwick really low, he's gonna sustain, Tristana goes down, Ashe still alive though, that's the key, Ashe is still alive, she's gonna pick up Warwick, and she's gonna start to clean up here if they can protect her. There's the slow, definitely gonna pick up, and yeah, Malphite's gonna go down here as well. And this is what you need. Ashe has that bloodthirster. She should just sit here and trade. Don't even move. Just kill that fool. Just kill him.
Sona, you
looks like she's gonna pick up Krux now. Great kite here, actually. And now she's gonna pick up Malphite. Malphite came back in. Oh no. Oh, Malphite does barely escape. Sona, being a boss, barely escaping and living through all that with those heals. But yeah, that was the key right there, is to see Ashe just that superior late game hero, and they left her alive. Even though that fight started really well, they got all that AoE damage and killed some characters early, Ashe was still alive and she was able to clean everybody up.
I don't think that game should have won that team fight, especially after how it went down. The Sona All didn't really hit anybody in particular.
The Ash arrow completely missed. I mean, everything
that could whiffed. Maybe Timbers hit. I don't know.
The key is that if you are Team Mundo, you need to recognize in this game or in future games, it's like, hey, you know what? Ash is everything. Everything you do should be focused on killing Ash right away. Because if you kill Ash in that early fight, no one else on their team has enough damage. I mean, Annie, she loses her effectiveness as the later you go. She only has 2 big AoE damage burst spells, and she has to wait on cooldowns. Cho'Gath has his feast, but he's not going to do a lot of damage outside of that. Yeah, and Lee Sin's behind. So, I mean, just focus everything on Ash, kill Ash, and then after that, I mean, the team fight should be yours. But, I mean, as you can see there, you can kill 4 of them or 3 of them as fast as you want, but if Ash is still alive at the end of that, she's still plinking at you, I mean, she's going to win it. I mean, as a one-on-one character right now, so much attack speed, so much damage, so much life steal, that Bloodthirster's farmed up. So, I mean, you gotta kill Ash. You gotta kill Ash.
Second Bloodthirster!
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, it's a lot more damage, and now it's like, if it even gets into like a 2-on-1, she can probably sustain herself against some of these enemy heroes, depending on who she's up against.
Yeah, and at this point, Ash cannot buy anything to get better. She cannot.
She can buy potions, and that's about it.
That's true. She currently has
elixirs.
Green elixir.
Yeah, and that's about all she can do to pump herself up. She can sell her boots and then get another item, but
it's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea. And actually, like we were talking about, Banshee's Veil. I mean, it's still good. You get the health. So that feels good. You get the bubble, which feels good. But really, I mean, in all honesty, Quicksilver Sash is a better buy because what is going to happen is there's a lot of ways that Banshee's Veil can go down, and then you're susceptible to getting attacked. Where Quicksilver Sash is on my command, when I get Warwick ulted or something, I can get out of it. And I think that's would actually be more valuable than a Banshee's Veil at this point.
It's not out of position. Team Mundo still up in kills, still up in Barons, which just respawn.
Yep.
Still, you know, they're still up. They're up in turrets.
Ash is at 334 CS, by the way.
Ash is where it's at.
I mean, I had a man crush on Cassiopeia early, and he is playing really well, 14-5, I have to admit. But Ash, like right now, and she is the key to this game. It looks like, I mean, this is going to be a decisive battle here.
It's interesting. They're trying to bait a Baron fight, but it's warded.
Yeah, so, but it is warded. So running in on Ash.
Might be able to steal blue. No?
They did try to pick off Ash. They can get in there. Ash is a little. Oh! Malphite misses the Ash. Ash onto Malphite. Malphite's going to go down really, really quick. Cassiopeia throws her ult. Doesn't hit a lot of people. Warwick ults in, but he's all by himself now, and he's going to die to Ash. Ash arrow. Stunning the other team, slowing them, and you can see they're all really low, and now it's basically a hunt game. Ash is just going to run them down if anybody can be slowed, and if not, they're going to do Baron.
Yeah,
there's not much that Team Mundo can do about it.
They're not going to be able to catch this team. I think they're going to get kited, and that's not good for them.
Good dodge by Ash there, actually. Really quick reaction time. She's going to try to get Cassiopeia.
Oh.
Ooh. They need to do Baron. They needed to do Baron a while ago because, I mean, that death timer's ticking, and you could actually do, especially with Ash's DPS, easily do it, and Ash is going to look for blue again, which blue's there, she's going to get blue. Okay, I'm sorry, but at this point, it really feels like Ash is kind of like, I mean, I'm sure this team didn't, like, practice or anything together, more than likely, because this was, like, a put-together team, a puck team, but it definitely feels like Ash is kind of like, I play solo queue, and I know this is how to win in solo queue, and so I'm just like doing my thing because I know I need to do my thing. When really, if you had a little bit more team coordination, I think that Team Akali could be like in a really, really strong advantage. I mean, even have like a base turret and hit down, or have Baron right now.
Definitely had the opportunity to win the game there. They sent their team back. I don't think the other team could have interrupted them at Baron.
Oh, definitely.
Ash is extremely fed.
Yeah.
She's maxed out.
But the problem is that advantage is going to slowly... Ash even has oracles. Why not? No other item slots. Might as well do it. Has all the potions. I mean, At this point, though, Ashe is going to become less and less powerful because she's already reached her max potential.
Yep.
So you need to use this advantage now. Otherwise, as everybody else on the other team catches up, if Tristana catches up, then you're not going to be as effective. It looks like Team Mundo might have gotten the Oracles and cleared out.
Uh-oh.
Cleared out some wards?
J-Rock!
J-Rock.
I like this. They're grouped up. They're waiting for people to get out of position.
Ashe, although leading the team fights, just sitting out there.
She's not afraid of anything at this point. She should be. She's not.
Bad Malphite ult, actually. Only picks up Sona. Ashe is just seeing, there it is. Runs all bunch up for that ult. Ashe chunking away. She's going to pick up Cassiopeia here real quick, too. Throws her ult onto her. Gonna chase down Warwick. Warwick gets caught, too. And, well, I mean, that's the fight. I mean, that's what it is. Ashe is that fed and easy to protect, and
so they're just going to skip banning.
Yeah. I mean, this is what you do. This is the team effort. This is the team push they needed. I mean, even a little bit earlier, maybe, but Cho'Gath can just tank this. Ashe can tear this tower down, no sweat. Will it take a couple of seconds? Yeah, I mean, this should be close to the game, if not the game. Yeah, down for 30 seconds. Yeah, they can easily take the 2 base turrets at this point in the game. I mean, Ashe is so fed. 365 creep kills. I mean, that really was the story of this game. I mean, it was pretty close, but Team Akali's Ashe, I mean, just the better late game hero where they were able to keep her alive in team fights, and that ended up winning the game for Team Akali. So Team Akali is actually going to pick up game 1 of this best of 3 series, and we're actually going to go into game 2 and see if Team Mundo can respond to this playstyle.
Exciting!
Victory!